Hey you guys, Desmond's here,
And Cretia.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 6, Episode 4? 5. 4. 5. 4. One of those numbers. 4. 5. 4. Yeah, because this was the third queen to go home, so 4. We had us a good old Ghoul group challenge.
Oh, this was great. This
Oh,
was freaking fantastic.
this was a great episode. Great.
Screen it.
Honestly, and if we didn't have 2 episodes of nobody going home so far, this would have been a great nobody go home episode.
It really would have.
But unfortunately, we've already had 2. One of them wasn't planned, but the other one was. Because, our good sis Saki Yu got hurt. So that took the other non-elimination away.
Hmm.
But if it wasn't for that, I would have said, keep everybody. But that's not how it went down. But before we get into it, I want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We have a goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting closer every day thanks to you guys. So make sure you're subscribing, you're leaving comments, you're hitting that notification bell so you're not missing anything. And just once again, we're really enjoying the love that you're showing in the comments. Continue to do so. We're having a good time here. So, let's get into this because we only have a certain amount of time. So, after Dita's elimination, they walk up to the mirror. Kiki reads her message. They sit down, congratulate Kyron on getting the second win already. And we go into the next day. And as you can see, the winner of UK Series 6 wins a cash tip of £25,000. I will take a screenshot of this every time. Just like I did with UK versus the World with the £50,000. So, we come in the next day. The queens enter the workroom. They sit down, and Kyron shows off the new headwear. Reminds me of Maxi, because you remember on Maxi for Drag Race Philippines, that's what Maxi did, was put him on a little toboggan. So I thought that was really cute. So RuPaul enters the workroom and announces that we are having a good old Ghoul group challenge, honey. But to determine the groups, it was how they were lined up. Every other person is a group. I liked it that. Because, I've said this before, like, that's how I would do a lot of the teams. No, you don't have to pick, honey. 2 groups of 5. Okay, you first 5, you second 5. Groups. So when RuPaul started calling them forward, I'm like, by the time we got to Lil, I'm like, oh, I see what we're doing here. Every other person. I'm like, bad. I see you, Ru. I see you, Ru.
I see you, bro.
I see you, Ru. So Team 1 ended up being Lavoie, Lil, Charity, Kiki, and Release the Slaves. Or Release the Lisa, now RuPaul is calling her. Because she's refusing to say slaves. And then we have on the other team, we have Chanel, we have Zahira, we have Marmalade, Octavia, and Kyron Thrax. Are you frozen? Oh snap, you're frozen. So, after the teams were formed, they sit down, they write their lyrics, and then they go and record their music with Alexandra Burke. Love her, first of all. I was kind of sad she wasn't the judge for
Judge.
the actual challenge. I was like, she was so much fun here.
Right?
And I love how Chanel's like, I voted for you. And see, I knew about Miss Alexandra Burke because she performed with Beyonce. Beyonce went over there while she was on X Factor and performed with her. And then they did her song on UK versus the World 1, the Let It Go, 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 Let It All Go. The one I keep playing. Yeah, that one. But she was so much fun. Come back. It was so refreshing, too. It was like a new energy that was with the girls. And I'm like, I like
Right.
this. Add her to the judging
That needed
panel.
an injection this fast, but hey.
Yeah, add her to the judging panel. She could rotate with Graham and Allen. She could rotate with them, kind of like how TS rotates with Carlson and Ross. I said Carlson. Carson.
No. I was laughing. I was like, Carlson.
Sorry, I'm working on that save file and coming up with so many different names and but
That's probably what I'll do when I get off the phone with you.
I finally
Instead
finished
of working.
I finally finished New Crest, so that was lovely. So I'll probably send that out probably tomorrow because I need to do a few small things, but like the main thing is done.
Did you ever send the video on how to download it?
I did, yeah. I guess another one because this is real simple. But yes, for those who I'm working on Sims files, SimSafe.
A SimSave file.
For the Sims 4, yes. Now, I am not building. I'm downloading builds off of the gallery. I'm making most of the Sims. There's been a few that I got off the gallery, but most of them I made. Or LaCresha made. Or our friend Stephanie made. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey.
One of us made them. There's been a few from the gallery, but one of us three made them. The ones that are the majority.
Right. Oh yeah, I do need to make more Sims.
Now, as I go along, I'm probably gonna run out of Sims, and I'm gonna be tired of making them. Let me go to this gallery and see what y'all got. Oh, this is a lovely family.
Right.
I'll give them a lovely description because usually they don't have one. Oh, I wrote a heartbreaking description for one family earlier. I was like,
Tears.
tears. And I had to go visit that graveyard too.
I want that pack.
Oh, I can't wait. Like, part of me doesn't want to put more graves on the graveyard that I have there. But at the same time, I'm like, I need to do it now or I'll forget that they have graves. Well, I could write it down and then be like, hey, go back to this household. They have a grave that needs to go to the new graveyard.
Right.
But yes, they record their music with Alexandria. This was so much fun. And then we had Ian Matterson here as well. He didn't say much, but
no.
The queens were having a great job with
He
time
said,
with her.
Take out "I'll," forget "and." Those were his lines.
Really, just a little small shit. Then we saw them rehearse, and and I love seeing a good chunk of them rehearsing in the heels. I'm like, because that'll be me. I'm like, if we're gonna do a girl group and we're dancing, I'm going to put on the shoes that I will most likely be wearing in this performance.
Right.
Because I don't want to practice it in some other shoes or a different pair of heels and not count in, the grip factor or
right
how I have to walk in these heels because they're a little higher. But yes, so we got that. And now let's get to the main stage. At first, we have our hostess with the mostest, Mama Rue. What did you think of Rue this week in your score?
Why does this look like a repeat to me?
I don't think it's a repeat, but it favors things she's worn before.
Right.
It gives very Oscar-esque to me.
Oscar-esque?
Yeah, yes. This is what you wear to the Oscars, honey.
Yes, glamour.
Like I'm going up to win my award for Best Actress.
Yes.
In a drama.
Yes. Because we are 22-time Emmy winner. RuPaul's Drag Race.
I'm kind of sad they didn't win any Emmys. Well, they won some, but not the main Emmys that they normally win this year. And I'm like, oh, it joined season 14.
Enough.
Yeah, it joined season 14 as the only modern seasons not to win an Emmy. And I'm like, now 16 was better than 14. I can understand 14 kinda, but 16 was way better than 14. I'm shocked they didn't win a Grammy. But the Traitors blew up. And right now, that's the new hot reality show. And I have to say, it is hot. I can't wait for them to drop this new season because Bob the Drag Queen's going to be on. And the way we see Bob manipulate and gaslight Monet, it's going to be a good time, okay? We're going to have a good time on the Traitors.
You know what I've been getting, what I wish was playing in America?
What?
Tuies? Something. I don't look. It's this British reality show. It's like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but it's been all over my fluffing TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And it's like bunch of queer people,
Mm-hmm.
and this one friend, and you can correct me if I'm getting this wrong, people overseas who may or may not watch it. Because okay, so there was a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna name names because I'm not getting nothing. All right, so there was a friend. This friend had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Said him and said boyfriend broke up.
Okay.
Right? I feel like him and said boyfriend broke up because main dude's best friend came to go check on them when they were out of town and had a private moment with the ex-boyfriend, and they connected on some level, and one was like super infatuated and the other one was like, oh, this is how it could be, and so he left the other dude, and like they've been getting into it on TikTok, and I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me right now? Who does that? Boy code, girl code, friend code. You do not go after the ex.
Like as soon as I know you've been with my friend, that just it's like my brain be like, nope. I don't even
No,
look at
and
you that
then
way no more. Like as soon as I found out, even as soon as I hear that y'all are interested in each other, my brain does this weird thing where I'm like, nope,
okay, you're not attractive anymore.
yeah.
Look, look, and then because I really want to call him by his name, and he was so blessed delusional. If he left your friend,
What makes you
he
think he
left
won't
your
leave
friend
you?
to come and be with you. What makes you think he will not leave you to do the same dang thing? What
Listen,
the
that
F?
old saying, the way you get them is the way you lose them.
Anyways, moving on. Gold LeMay, A plus. Wish the wig would have got tore down a little bit.
Yeah, that was me. That's why I gotta give it A. The wig is just a tad bit too high, and you're frozen again. My God. So for me, I said it's an A because the wig needs to come down some. I just wanted to repeat that because I said it, but I'm not sure if you heard it because you kind of froze there towards the end. You were like,
No.
"This is how you froze. You froze like you're smiling right now. That's how you froze." Whew. So we're joined by Michelle Visage, Graham Norton, and Mabel. So let's talk about the first group, which was The Things, which was Release the Slaves, Lil, Charity, Kiki Snatch, and LaFois. What did you think of them as a group?
Of them. Oh my god. Like my notes were this was vocally, lyrics wise, the better group, and then the other one just had really good choreography.
And see, I agree with that, but at the same time, this group felt like a group to me. When
Yeah.
the other group didn't give, it felt like five individuals up there doing their thing. This felt
Mm-hmm.
like a group, even with Lil being like 2 seconds behind.
Right.
So, like, I felt like the verses were better. They were more of a group, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Charity did great. Lavoie loved it. Lil, the verse was good. I really wish she would have really embraced it because
Yeah.
the ghoul,
It,
the ghoul
she
seems
was
up her alley.
right. And I think what it was she was just in her head, like 1 2 step, 1 2 step, little wiggle right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kiki Snatch, honestly, if she would have had a better runway, she could have won.
Mm.
And then Lisa
Ugh.
ate this up.
Ate it
Yum,
up.
yum, 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 yum.
I've been hearing about Relisa for days.
Oh, every time I get online, somebody's talking about her. And I'm like, and the thing is, I didn't watch this episode the first day. Like, I didn't watch this until after watching Global.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't hear nothing about it. I didn't see nothing about it online. But as soon as I watched it, I guess the phone heard me watching it because next thing you know, all over Twitter, everybody's praising Relisa. I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't see this beforehand. I would have been mad.
Uh,
And a lot of it, the timestamp showed that it was yesterday, but I just didn't see it till today. I was like,
Right.
oh.
No, I heard a lot. I saw on Twitter X, whatever Elon jackass wants to call it. Um, I heard a lot of like she did really good, she did really good, she did really good. Other than that, there were no other spoilers for me. So I was ready for her to bring it, and she brought it, and I was just like, I want to drink your bathwater.
But yes, I just thought to me, this was a group.
Yes.
And we could talk about Dracula's Child next, which was Marmalade, Octavia, Zahira, Kyron Thrax, and Chanel. It just, they didn't merge well as a group to me. They didn't. And Zahira, I was really expecting her to eat this up. But
Mm-hmm.
you let Marmalade outperform you?
And Marmalade didn't really do anything.
For real. Honestly, if we're gonna be honest. Like, Kyron and Octavia were the best in this group. If we're gonna
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah.
Chanel, I feel like if this was judged in teams,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she possibly would have been lip syncing. Either her or Marmalade, but Marmalade had an amazing runway this week.
Right.
So,
And I really do think Chanel should have been at the bottom. Not gonna lie.
but yeah, like the group was good, but it just, they didn't give
Right.
girl group. You know what I'm saying? And that's the assignment. You
Right.
gotta give girl group.
Mhm.
So,
Right. Cause like, and for whatever reason, like Zahira really insisted on this lift, and I'm just like, if you knew that you couldn't do it in rehearsal, then you should have just scrapped it.
yeah, because it didn't land in the performance either. Now, they do this twice. So maybe it landed the second time, but the one they showed us, no. No.
Didn't land.
So the category for this week is Call Me Mother Nature. What would you do with the prompt of Mother Nature?
Oh, oof, Lord. For some weird reason, I'm getting like rainforests,
Mm-hmm.
waterfalls, butterflies. So something along those lines.
Me personally, I would have made a look inspired by Beyonce's look in the Coldplay music video. What song was it? Uh, uh, I'm feeling drunk and high. I forget the name of the song, but she
Mm-hmm.
looked so gorgeous in there, and it gave that Mother Nature vibe. I think I would have done a look inspired by, inspired, inspired by that look that Beyonce wore. So
Mm-hmm.
let's get into it. Up first, we have Lavoie. What did you think of Lavoie in your score?
Um, this is okay. I
Mm-hmm.
give this like a nice C plus.
For me, I really like this. I thought this was different for Lavoie. I saw the
Mm-hmm.
volcano. I give it a B plus.
Hey,
Up next is Kiki Snatch. C.
same.
Like
I love her. She
I
has
love where I love
um
like to me this just seems like the start of it, not what should be the finish of it.
yeah, I was really disappointed in this look, and I'm like, you know what? If some of that waist had been taken down and that mesh had been all the way around, I'd have been like work.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it had been a full skirt. And I agree with Rue. The fro should have been at least twice its size.
Hell, I was thinking like 3, 4 times this size. I'm like, give it to us.
Right. And then on top of that, I'd have made it look like a sunflower. That red would have been the red or some black would have been on top of my head, and then the rest of the fro would have been yellow.
Yeah, I've been real cute. Up next is Charity. What did you think of Charity?
I did not like this.
Uh huh.
The stockings are cute. I love the stockings. Why do the shoes look blue?
I think it's the way the light hits it because later they look black. Because I thought that too when I was looking through the screenshots earlier.
Right. But the wig is wigging.
Mm-hmm.
I give this I'm gonna give this a B minus. Because it's
I,
not bad. It's just not that great of a look.
I like this look. I thought out of all the weeks, this is the best week to do it because of the ghoul theme. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I really love the like you say the tights, the wig. I'll give it a B plus though. I really enjoyed this, and extra
Okay.
points even though she didn't know it was going to line up this way because it did line up that way. It gets an extra point for me. Up next is Lil slithering onto this stage. I thought this was nice. If she
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have told me Snake, I don't think I would have got Snake.
I don't think I would have got Snake either.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, the dress is really ill fitting.
that was going to be my next point. Like, there needed to be one more fitting for this. Or maybe she lost weight since she got there. You know, sometimes you can't, control things like that. But yeah,
Right.
it's just a tad bit too big. Um,
Right.
I give this a C. Because there's
I
pieces
agree
of it
with
I
your
like.
C.
Yeah, there's pieces of it I like.
Yeah.
Woo! Relisa, what you think of Relisa?
I look. I sat there. I saw that, and I was just like, "Well, all right. I guess she won."
Yeah, because it was between her and Kiki. And after seeing Kiki's, we're like, oh, winner.
I was like, "Oh, okay. Well,
She's a
winner,
winner.
winner, winner, chicken
She's a
dinner."
winner, baby.
I'm like, and the
She's a
funny thing
winner.
is, I'm like, "You're even sexier with clothes on."
This was. Oh, wait. What's your score before I continue on?
What you mean? What is my score?
What
What do
is
you
your
think my
score,
score
darling?
is? It is an A plus plus plus. If I could give you more, I would.
I
Bathwater. I told
I
you.
I agree with your A plus. This was mesmerizing. This was breathtaking. Blue looks so good on Relisa. Like this was just a.
Uh,
If we were in Drag Race España, this would be an over. Like this was
right? Look, and
this.
then on top of that, like you would be like, normally we would be like, dang, I wish the wig was bigger. This
No,
bang,
it
this
works
flat
perfectly.
wig
Yeah.
is just perfect. Any other queen could not pull that off.
Yeah, I think it
I don't
works with
know.
release and also works with this look. Now I know you know me, I love a big hair. But I know a small hair when appropriate. A big hair with this, I think would distract too much from the amazingness of this outfit. So you want to go a little bit simpler with the wig.
And I don't mean like big hair, but maybe like an updo.
Uh huh. Oh, a
That
nice
in
updo would probably be nice for here.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
I don't think it would have worked with
No.
Relisa. Like with Relisa, it's perfect the way that she has it.
And that jawline, she creased it nicely.
Look, man, where?
Shoot. But up next, we have Zahira. Zahira! From the chest up, gorgeous. But from the chest down,
I agree with Michelle's little critique from like the waist up. It looks good. The
so
the
for
rest of
the
it,
chest up gets a C plus for me.
the waist up gets a C from me.
Up next is Octavia. What did you think of Octavia?
I did not like this. I had my reasons. Mostly just because it felt like a corset with a panty. Yeah, there looks like it's giving the appearance of a skirt, but it's a corset with a panty.
And for me, it doesn't really give Mother Nature. Even with her explaining it, I'm like, you have to explain this. It's not working. Like when you're explaining your look, it should be like, yes, I see what you're talking about. Not, oh, I guess. Cool. Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
here.
yeah, you're here. What's your score for this?
This is a no for me, dog.
I'll give it a C minus. I'll
This
give
is
it a
a
C
no for me.
minus. Up next is Chanel. Now, Chanel here, applaud her for coming out here showing off her body. I think that's beautiful. I love the inspiration of this. It gives very much, well, what's that time period?
Grecian?
Yes, Grecian. All that extra in that word. Um, but yeah, I thought this was really good. This gets a B plus for me.
I'm here.
Oh, I know you're there. I could tell.
Looking like, I don't, in the moment when I was watching it, I was not a
Uh
fan.
huh.
This gets like a C.
Okay. Moving on to Marmalade. Oh, what did you think of Marmalade? You're first.
Oh, look, this was gorgeous. The only problem that I had with it was her. The outfit, mwah. Her in the outfit was questionable. Only because she looked extremely uncomfortable.
Well, she mentioned that she had to stand a certain way for this garment and walk a certain way. So it's probably the uncomfortableness that you're seeing.
Right. Because other than that, this is an A.
It's an A plus for me. Baby, I love every piece of this. I wouldn't change a thing. Call me Aerosmith because I wouldn't want to miss a thing. Okay? Because this was everything. Up next is Kyron Thrax. Baby, I give her props for really putting us on the edge like, what is it? What is it? For her to reveal this. And she knew what she was doing. That's the part. That's why I have to give it to her because she knew her reveal wasn't like top tier, but she's like, oh, no, not yet. no, not yet.
They were like, it was so big, I don't understand.
Honestly, I could see Kyron winning this season. At first, I thought it was going to be Lavoie coming in, but I think Kyron might take this season. I think Kyron might take it. We'll have to wait and see.
It's gonna be a fight between her and Relisa.
For real. Like, Lavoie, if you want this title, you better start fighting because right now, it's very much Kyron Relisa. And I'm leaning heavy on the Relisa.
Same.
We need some more melanation in that winner circle for the UK. Okay? Because we finally got some for Versus the World, but we need some for the main series too.
Yes, definitely.
I would love for Kiki to get it together so she can get it. Because
okay.
I love a redemption story. What
okay.
I'm speaking it, a redemption
Kiki
story.
and Relisa, I would still want Relisa to win, but look, I would be happy. I would scream just as much as Kiki would.
So we have all of our queens lined up here. Who was your favorite this week, and why was it Relisa?
Because she's fucking beautiful, man.
Oh, Relisa's my favorite too. Honorable mention Marmalade, but
yeah,
Relisa,
baby, Relisa. Oof.
Get the Naomi claps now. Get the Naomi ones. Yes.
She just ate all of that.
So we find out that they're judged individually, which kind of threw me off because every girl group challenge in the UK has always been judged in teams.
Mm-hmm.
So that really irritated me because this was the one week I'm like, oh good, I don't have to argue with Ru. Now I'm arguing. If they're going to work as a team, they should be judged as a team. And I know I'm in the minority of thinking that because a lot of people online are like, no, they should be judged individual. No.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole purpose of working in a team. If that was the case, they should have performed by themselves. Or did one big group number.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone had their moment. But no, they were split into two different girl groups. And I feel like they should have worked together. I feel like Relisa's team was the best team. Even with Lil being 2 seconds behind everybody else.
Right.
Give them all high placement. Give Relisa the win.
Same.
And then have the other group be up for critique and have Chanel and Zahira lip sync. I would say Marmalade because honestly, I think Chanel did better than Marmalade in the girl group, but this Runway, in my opinion, just saved her. So it would have to be Chanel and Zahira in that bottom. But hey, we find out Relisa won, so yay, still good there.
Hey.
She won a Rue Peter badge.
Hey.
And we find out that the bottom two is Lil and Zahira. If we're going to judge individually, they were the worst in each one of their groups.
Yeah.
Again, Marmalade was worse than Zahira, but that look is one of the few times I'm like, you know what? You're safe, girl. Going to the back.
Mm-hmm.
So they lip sync to Don't Call Me Up by our extra special guest judge, Mabel. By the way, Mabel, great guest judge. Come back anytime, sweetie.
Definitely.
But this lip sync, I don't know what was going on with Zahira. Like, she couldn't get into the song.
Right.
And there was, she didn't know the words at times. I will say that there was a few times where I'm like, do you know the words?
No.
And that's probably why she was having a hard time getting into it, because she didn't know the words well. But Lil, she was having her a good old time over here in this corner, honey.
Look, it was just like, hey, every time it broke down, she was like, let me do you a couple of moves.
Yeah.
Show you I can shake it just a little bit.
I thought it was cute. So RuPaul announces that Lil is the winner of this lip sync. Do you agree?
Huh? Yeah.
I agree as well. Which unfortunately means Zahira has to go. And I hate that. I was hoping more for Zahira.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her going further than this, but hey, it happens.
Me too.
It happens. So now they dance like they didn't just crush that girl's dreams. And we find out next week they'll be doing a little improv challenge on the Graham Norton show. I'm excited. You know, I love me a good improv, honey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see what characters they're going to play, what they're going to get up to on Graham's couch. Like, this is going to be interesting. But that's all I got, honey. You got anything?
Nope.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up with a bow. Where can they find you online?
You can find me at Christian McGill. That's Siri, SHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.